Have you ever been in conflict with someone you love, like a family member? I was with my father. It began sometime in my early teens. He was very critical, and I never felt good enough. I resented and resisted him. And with every encounter, my resistance grew, and eventually, over time, it grew into a full-blown revolution. When I was 18, I left to go to college in Madison, Wisconsin. And within a year, my parents moved to Southern California, so things got easier because we were far away. However, I still had to spend holidays with my family, and that involved a long car ride from the LAX airport out to the valley and back. Fortunately, my mom always came along, and that helped things a lot because her physical presence filled the space where the conversation should have been. One Christmas, my mom told me that she couldn't come with us to the airport the next day. That meant that I had to spend nearly an hour in the car alone with my father. Could you imagine how I felt? Yeah. Well, that night, I spent in my head going over the strategies I needed to survive the next day. In the morning, in the car, the silence was so dense, it pinned me in my seat and locked my arms across my chest. Every once in a while, my father would ask me a question, and I answered with curt responses, offering minimal information. He tried several times and eventually just gave up. When we got to the airport, I told him he could just drop me off. I'd been there several times, knew how to get my way around and check in. He said, "No, I'd like to walk you to the gate." Well, this was in the 1980s, and you could still do that back then. So he parked the car and escorted me in. When we got to the gate, I said, "You can go now, Dad," and I gave him a quick, compulsory hug. He said, "Would you like to go get a cup of coffee?" I said, "No, thanks," and I went and sat down. He came over and sat down right next to me. I mean, he wasn't getting the message. What was the deal? I fumed with anger. I felt trapped, and I pulled myself in tighter. We sat there side by side, not saying a word. All at once, after a while, I felt how tense my body was, and I sensed how much energy I was using to create and hold it. It was exhausting. I exhaled and felt some of the tension release. And I glanced over at my father, and what I saw startled me. What I saw was a tired old man, sad and somewhat defeated. My heart quivered. It was a very small but profound moment. So carefully, in a quiet voice, I asked him if he still wanted to go get coffee. And he looked at me, surprised, and nodded. What followed was a very long, challenging conversation, filled with awkward moments of silence and quite clumsy attempts to connect. But you know, we did it, and we survived. So the next time that you find yourself with conflict with someone, if you can, for just a moment, get out of your head and into your body. It's so simple if you can remember it. So try this with me. Make a fist. Okay, make a fist. Now, feel your body. Can you sense the tension in your arms, your hands, maybe even your face and your neck? Can you sense all the energy it takes to create that? Now notice your breath. And exhale, and let some of the tension release. You don't have to release all of it. Even the smallest amount of release will allow a gap in your resistance. And it is that small opening that invites you to be present to the moment and begin. I hope that you can accept that invitation. Thank you.